Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Abigail. If you're new, I have special needs, I'm also tube fed, and I make videos about my life. Also, my birth defect does affect my size and development. So today's video, I'm going to be talking about something that I'm not sure that I've ever mentioned before, but it is something that I have kind of been talking about, with my family, so I wanted to mention it on here too. So, I am almost 25, I'll be turning 25 in just a couple of weeks, and I guess a little over a couple weeks. And I was starting to think about my future plans, where do I want to live, what do I want to do when I get older, and those kind of things. Now, I don't really plan on having a go-to job. I am on disability, so me having a job isn't on my list of things I want to do. I have a heart rate issue, so that would make it hard for me to work. I also have delays. Yes, I did work at a daycare at 2 different years, but that was before my feeding tube and all of that happened. So between my feeding tube and my heart rate issues, it would be kind of hard for me to work a job. Saying all that, I'm on disability, so it's fine. Now as far as things like learning life skills, moving out, what kind of does that look like? And right now I am learning how to do laundry. That is the life skill I'm learning right now. Now I am already in charge of taking my dirty clothes to the laundry room. I have my own laundry basket, laundry hamper, in my room, and after it's full I do dump it out into our laundry room. So I'm already used to doing that. I've been doing that for a while. Basically for I guess the last couple of years. But I really wanted to learn how to do laundry, because for me to learn how to do laundry is one more step into me being able to move out. So, now the apartments that I'm gonna live in is just right across the road from where we live right now. It is low income, and it's the apartments is walking distance. It's just across the road and down an alleyway before you get there. And with me having health issues and a heart rate issue, it makes me feel more at peace that my family will be just right across the road. There is still a handful of things that I want to learn before I move out of the house. I think the main, my main concern about moving out is that with my heart rate issue, I'm used to somebody being here. And I guess somebody being here is my safe thing, you know? And I was thinking about, if I end up moving out and living on my own, what thing can I do to help that fear? Because I do, like I said, I have a heart rate issue. It can go from 90 something one minute to over 100 the next, and it doesn't, I can just be standing up and it decide to go crazy. And so I'm thinking, you know, what can I do to help that fear of being okay, being alone, like without my parents or some kind of other person there. You know, I was thinking about it, and I think that it would be really good for me to get a service dog. So you can have the service dog like alert you before your heart rate goes too high, so that if you do feel like passing out, they can like alert you to sit down before that happens. And I think that it would give me some peace, because if you have a service dog, because they are considered medical equipment and not pets, they can go anywhere the public can go, and actually, not only that, but my older brother is talking about moving into those same apartments, a different apartment, but at the same place, and that way I can have my parents here, my older brother on a, you know, around, just in case of any type of emergency, and then I'd have a service dog to alert to any type of medical issue. I think that it would be a step in the right direction. Now, you would have to buy a washer and dryer to live there because they don't supply that. However, it's okay with my mom if we come over here and do laundry, just like use our washer and dryer maybe once a week or so that's at our house. So then I wouldn't even have to worry about buying that. However, whenever you get into the apartments, there is a waiting list. You can't just be like, okay, I'm gonna move, and then like move right then. That's not how that works. So basically, the things that I don't feel necessarily 100% comfortable with moving out yet, I'm going to be working on, whether that's laundry or whatever that is that makes me feel nervous about moving out. And hopefully, I don't have like a certain time frame that I'm like, okay, I'm moving out by this point, but I think I'm going to start having more goals to you know, be able to feel more like an adult in those areas. And of course my parents would be here if I needed them. My older brother would be in the just a few apartments away, like probably a few doors down. Now they do have stairs at those apartments, like they have a downstairs and they have an upstairs. I would, because of my heart rate, have to have a downstairs apartment. So I would have to wait till the downstairs becomes available. And I'm not talking about moving out within the next couple of days or anything like that. It can even like be months. Like even after you put your application in, it might be even months before somebody even moves out and you could even move in. But I'm trying to prepare myself and get myself ready for being more independent, and I think that learning these steps of learning, you know, how to do laundry and those type of things would be really good for me, because I think me having my own place and being able to have my own area and all that. I mean, I do have my room here, but my room would be turned into something else after I move out, whether that's a storage room or something else. Now this is not going to be happening in the next couple of days or anything like that, but I do want to start working towards those goals of feeling safer with living somewhere else, and feeling more like I can do it like as an adult and stuff. Even though I am almost 25, I do have delays, so I am like, you know, mentally younger than that. But I think that this is a good place to start with kind of knowing where you want to live and start gathering a couple of things that you can learn how to do, so that whenever I do get my own place, I'm not as worried about not knowing how to do something. So anyways, that's kind of my future plan. Like I said, I don't have like a certain time frame where I'm like, I'm gonna be moved out by this specific time, but I think it would make me feel a lot better if my brother lived in like the same kind of apartment and we were just right across the road from my parents, that kind of thing. Our little brother would be able to come over and we'd be able to come over here all the time. So that's just kind of, I think, what my future may look like, as far as moving out and stuff like that. It's not gonna be like probably anytime soon, but that's the plan. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.